Imagine acting alongside icons like Charlie Chaplin or Bette Davis and still being here to tell the tale. These stars have seen it all, but did you know they're still alive? Some names are etched in history, yet their owners are still walking among us. In this video, we're unveiling the last living stars of the 1930s, their incredible journeys, and what keeps them going even in 2025. Think about it. These actors have witnessed the rise and fall of Hollywood's biggest legends. They've outlived the biggest stars of their time. But what's their secret? Let's find out. Mel Brooks, the king of comedy. Mel Brooks was born on June 28, 1926, in Brooklyn, New York. A natural entertainer, he grew up cracking jokes to make people laugh. After serving in World War II, he started in show business as a comedy writer for Your Show of Shows, working alongside legends like Sid Caesar. In 1967, Brooks changed comedy forever with The Producers, a film so outrageous it won him an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. He followed with hits like Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, and Spaceballs, blending satire, slapstick, and irreverence like no one else. Even in his 90s, Brooks continues to entertain, proving that comedy has no age limit. At 98, he remains a legend whose influence is still felt in Hollywood. Nancy Olson, the star who shined in Hollywood's golden era. Nancy Olson was born on July 14, 1928, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Unlike many aspiring actresses, she wasn't raised in Hollywood. She studied at the University of Wisconsin before being discovered by Paramount Pictures. Her breakthrough came in 1950 when she starred opposite William Holden in Sunset Boulevard. Her role as the wholesome Betty Schaefer earned her an Academy Award nomination and solidified her place in Hollywood history. However, Olson soon grew disillusioned with the film industry's typecasting and shifted her focus to family and occasional roles in TV and film. Despite stepping back from Hollywood's spotlight, her impact remains. Now, 96, Olson is remembered as a key figure of classic cinema, forever linked to one of Hollywood's greatest films. Priscilla Pointer, a century of grace and talent. Priscilla Pointer was born on May 18, 1924, in New York City. Drawn to the stage, she trained in theater and built a strong reputation on Broadway before transitioning to film and television. Her Hollywood breakthrough came later in life, often playing elegant yet strong-willed women. She became widely recognized for Carrie, 1976, where she played the mother of her real-life daughter, Amy Irving. She also had memorable roles in Dallas and A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. With a career spanning decades, Pointer proved that talent only deepens with age. Now 100, she remains a respected actress whose work continues to captivate audiences. Rebecca Shull, grace in every role. Rebecca Shull was born on February 22, 1929, in New York City. Before acting, she studied at the prestigious Stella Adler Studio and earned a degree in philosophy. Her passion for performance blossomed later in life, showing that talent has no age limit. Shull's breakthrough came in the 1990s as the sharp and caring Faye Cochran on the sitcom Wings. Her warmth and humor made her a fan favorite. Beyond television, she delivered powerful performances in films like United 93, 2006, and numerous stage productions. With a career built on quiet strength and intelligence, Shull remains a respected figure in Hollywood. At 96, she continues to inspire with her timeless talent. Vera Miles, the Hitchcock muse who defied Hollywood. Vera Miles was born on August 23, 1929, in Boise City, Oklahoma. She started as a beauty queen, winning Miss Kansas in 1948, but Hollywood had bigger plans for her. By the 1950s, she was a rising star, catching the eye of Alfred Hitchcock. Hitchcock cast her in The Wrong Man, 1956, and groomed her to be his next leading lady. However, fate intervened. Pregnancy forced her to drop out of Vertigo, and her career took a different path. Still, she made her mark in Psycho, 1960, as Lila Crane, the determined sister searching for Marion. Unlike many actresses, Miles chose family over fame, working selectively. Now 95, she remains a key figure in Hollywood history, forever linked to suspenseful cinema. William Daniels, the voice of wisdom in Hollywood. William Daniels was born on March 31, 1927, in Brooklyn, New York. His journey into entertainment began early. He performed in a family singing act before studying at Northwestern University. After serving in World War II, he pursued acting, building a career on stage and screen. His breakout role came in The Graduate, 1967, as Dustin Hoffman's disapproving father. He later won 2 Emmy Awards for his role as Dr. Mark Craig in St. Elsewhere. But to generations of fans, he is best known as Mr. Feeney, the wise and caring teacher in Boy Meets World. Daniels also voiced Kit, the talking car in Knight Rider, making him a pop culture legend. Now 97, he remains a beloved icon of intelligence and class. William Smithers, a master of stage and screen. William Smithers was born on July 10, 1927, in Richmond, Virginia. Passionate about acting from a young age, he trained at Carnegie Mellon University before launching his career on Broadway. His talent for intense, commanding performances quickly brought him to Hollywood. In the 1960s and 70s, Smithers became a familiar face on television, starring in Star Trek, Mission Impossible, and Columbo. He gained widespread recognition as the ruthless Jeremy Wendell on Dallas, proving he could play both heroes and villains with equal skill. Beyond acting, he became an advocate for artistic freedom, speaking out against censorship in Hollywood. Now, 97, Smithers remains a respected figure whose contributions to television and film are still remembered. Joanne Woodward, a Hollywood legend with heart. Joanne Woodward was born on February 27, 1930, in Thomasville, Georgia. From a young age, she was captivated by movies and pursued acting, studying at Louisiana State University before moving to New York. Her big break came in 1957 with The Three Faces of Eve, where her stunning performance as a woman with multiple personalities won her an Academy Award. That same year, she married Paul Newman, forming one of Hollywood's most enduring love stories. Together, they starred in films like Rachel, 1968, and Mr. and Mrs. Bridge, 1990. Beyond acting, Woodward became a director and philanthropist, dedicated to the arts and charity. Now 95, she remains an icon of talent, grace, and quiet strength. Maria Riva, born into stardom, carving her own path. Maria Riva was born on December 13, 1924, in Berlin, Germany, the daughter of legendary actress Marlene Dietrich. Growing up in Hollywood's golden glow, she was exposed to show business early, often accompanying her mother on film sets. But Riva was determined to make a name for herself. She built a successful career in television during the 1950s, starring in live dramas and anthology series. Though she never reached her mother's cinematic heights, she gained respect for her work on Studio One and The Milton Berle Show. Later, she became a renowned author, penning a revealing biography of Dietrich. Now 100, Maria Riva remains a living link to classic Hollywood, celebrated for both her performances and storytelling. Brigitte Aubert, the French star who stole the spotlight. Brigitte Aubert was born on April 27, 1925, in Paris, France. She began her acting career in post-war French cinema, quickly earning recognition for her striking presence and natural talent. Her most famous role came in 1955 when Alfred Hitchcock cast her as Danielle, the sly and mysterious beauty, in To Catch a Thief, opposite Cary Grant and Grace Kelly. Though she never became a Hollywood regular, Aubert remained a respected actress in France, working in films and television for decades. Unlike many of her contemporaries, she maintained a private life away from the tabloids. Now 99, she is one of the last surviving stars from Hitchcock's golden era, a timeless symbol of French elegance and charm. Marilyn Nolden, from child star to creative spirit. Marilyn Nolden was born on May 12, 1926, in Oakland, California. Her journey into Hollywood began serendipitously at age 4 when her attorney father arranged an interview that led to a screen test and a significant role in Women Love Once, 1931. Throughout the 1930s, she became one of the era's most sought-after child actresses, portraying the daughter of stars like Claudette Colbert, Katharine Hepburn, and Norma Shearer. Despite her early success, Nolden chose to step away from the silver screen in 1944 to pursue education in music and drama at Mills College. Her passion for the arts extended beyond acting. She became a playwright and composer, authoring numerous songs and musical plays. In 2011, she penned her autobiography, Little Girl in Big Pictures, offering a glimpse into her Hollywood experiences. At 97, she continues to inspire with her enduring creativity and contributions to the arts. Ray Anthony, the last big band leader. Ray Anthony was born on January 20, 1922, in Bentleyville, Pennsylvania. A gifted trumpeter, he found early success playing with Glenn Miller's legendary orchestra during World War II. After the war, he formed his own band, blending swing with a modern, danceable sound. In the 1950s, Anthony became a household name with hits like The Bunny Hop and Dragnet. His charisma led to Hollywood, where he appeared in films and even married actress Mamie Van Doren. Beyond performing, he was a savvy businessman, keeping big band music alive long after its golden era. Now 103, Anthony is one of the last living links to swing's heyday, a true icon of American music history. David Frankham, a British voice in Hollywood. David Frankham was born on February 16, 1926, in Gillingham, England. His journey to Hollywood was anything but ordinary. He first worked as a BBC radio journalist before pursuing acting. In the 1950s, he moved to the U.S. and quickly found work in television and film. He became a familiar face on shows like Perry Mason, The Twilight Zone, and Star Trek. His most notable film role came in 101 Dalmatians, 1961, where he voiced Sergeant Tibbs, the heroic cat. Frankham continued acting for decades, often lending his refined British voice to various projects. Now, 99, he remains a respected figure, remembered for his contributions to both live-action and animated classics. H.M. Wynant, a versatile talent of stage and screen. H.M. Wynant was born on February 12, 1927, in Detroit, Michigan. He started his career on Broadway before making the leap to Hollywood in the 1950s. His strong presence and versatility quickly made him a sought-after character actor. Wynant became a familiar face in classic TV, appearing in The Twilight Zone, Perry Mason, and Gunsmoke. He also had memorable roles in films like Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, 1972, and Runaway Train, 1985. His deep voice and commanding presence made him perfect for both heroes and villains. Now 98, Wynant remains a respected figure in Hollywood, known for his extensive work in television and film over 7 decades. Rosemary Harris, a timeless theatrical treasure. Rosemary Harris was born on September 19, 1927, in Ashby, England. She trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art and quickly became a rising star in British theatre. By the 1950s, she was captivating audiences on both sides of the Atlantic, earning a Tony Award for The Lion in Winter, 1966. Though best known for her stage work, Harris made a lasting impression in film and television. She earned an Academy Award nomination for Tom and Viv, 1994, and later became beloved by a new generation as Aunt May in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, 2002 to 2007. Now 97, Harris remains a legend of stage and screen, celebrated for her grace, talent, and unforgettable performances. Karen Marsh-Dahl, a living link to Hollywood's golden age. Karen Marsh-Dahl was born on April 6, 1919, in Hollywood, California. She trained as a dancer and quickly found work in the booming film industry of the 1930s and 1940s. Though often uncredited, she played a vital role in Hollywood's golden era. Her most famous work came as Judy Garland's stand-in for The Wizard of Oz, 1939, and Ziegfeld Girl, 1941. She also appeared in films like Best Foot Forward, 1943, and Seven Sweethearts, 1942, showcasing her dance skills. In 1949, a tragic plane crash nearly ended her life, but she miraculously recovered and later became a dance instructor. Now 105, she is one of the last surviving links to classic Hollywood, a true legend in film history. History lives through these incredible actors. If you love stories like these, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more.